What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Thursday, January 25th, 2024, and this is how we traded SPY today. So, again, we're going to start off in the pre-market. So we're going to look at that pre-market high, okay, up here at about 487.74. We're also going to look at pre-market low, 485.41. We're also, remember from yesterday, we've been labeling our zones to give us a better understanding of kind of what's going on and maybe some targets we can shoot at throughout the day. So here it is. We've got this 30-minute early demand zone from yesterday, 30-minute late demand zone from yesterday, 30-minute demand zone. Again, all of these levels are going to be from yesterday, folks. So we're going to see exactly how these played out relative to the 920. So let's get into open. Now, before I start, I was not able to play the open this morning. I had to take my mom to do some pre-op stuff at the hospital, so I wasn't able to play it. So the open really, it didn't do a whole lot. We tested that pre-market high at some point. We came down here, tested this demand zone down here, but we got across right at open, it looks like. Ran down, we were able to breach this demand zone from yesterday. Got through it, kind of bounced around down to that 486.84 level. Bounced back up. And again, I don't know how many people were in this trade. I have no earthly idea. Had some good plays in here, it looks like. Nice fishtail play. Again, we got through this zone. So we're going to call this old support becomes, or old resistance becomes new support, and so on and so forth. But we did get through this little zone right here. Did not get to that pre-market high. And again, I was not trading any of these. Did not put on any of these trades. Bounced around. Reached that pre-market high. Made a nice, beautiful double cross to the downside. So this double cross to the downside, you're thinking, you know what? Do I take that double cross to the downside? Yeah, maybe. You've got safety there. So the first thing you have to do as a trader is, number one, before you ever put on a play, you must predefine your risk before you ever put on a play. How much risk is there? Where are you going to stop if and when it goes against you? You can use the same candle that got you in. If it's good enough to get you in, you can use that candle and say it's bad enough to get you back out of that trade. So could you put this on? Absolutely. Again, you're dealing with a daily high. You could use kind of the swing high as your stop if the trade goes against you. But again, double cross back to the downside. We were able to get through the pre-market high. Now, once we're able to get through the pre-market high, we are looking for targets at this point. So we've got this, again, we got this target down here. So 487.07, 487. Remember that level, because that was a super strong level even yesterday. Really strong level yesterday. We were able to play that multiple times yesterday. But anyway, we had this cross to the downside. Remember, what we're going to do is we're going to use this 9 as resistance on the way down. Now, if we can get to our target, great. Take the trade off of the target. If you breach through the target, look for that next target down. But again, the 9 is going to be our resistance on the way down. It's our support on the way up. So we got a target down here, kind of bounced around, recaptured in here, came back, checked that target again, got it. Now, I did put on this trade right here. I was available at this time, so we had a nice, kind of a nice signal. I had my risk was right here at this 487.07, just a little bit below that. So I put on the trade, wrote it up, took out this target right in here. So again, very nice trade back to the upside. But again, if you take these crosses, folks, if you take these crosses to the upside and to the downside, you will do well. But, have a target in mind. If you get to your target, great. If you don't, trust this 9. You must always trust the 9. So anyway, cross to the upside. Nice little play right here. Didn't take any of these. I missed this in here. Missed this trade right in here. I was thinking, you know what? We got VWAP right there. I had safety right here, but I didn't put on the trade right here. What about a really safe play to make? Because again, you have this resistance right here. Hold support becomes that new resistance. Didn't take it there. Took it right in here. Double cross here, second double cross back to the downside on this candle, took it and wrote it down. I went through, I I trusted my lines, folks. I trusted this 487.0807 right in here. Bounced back down and took out this target low. So this 486.24. Again, 30-minute demand zone from yesterday. So this was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play back to the downside. So we didn't cross to the upside and we didn't breach this 487.08 to the upside. The funny thing is when you're in a play and you're doing very, very well in the play, you just sit back. Don't watch that P&L, folks. We have one job as a trader. Our only job as a trader is to execute according to our trading plan. What does your trading plan tell you to do? So trade as though you have programmed your computer. So if you're able to program your computer to basically say, under these certain market conditions, I'm going to put on a trade. And under these certain market conditions, I'm going to take the trade off the table. That is the goal as a trader, is to be able to trade like a computer, to take as much of the emotion out of it as you possibly can. Now, we can't take all of the emotions out because we're human. We are absolutely human. But once we breached VWAP back to the downside, we're just shooting for targets at that point. Target breached, didn't breach. If we would have breached above that, I'm out of that trade. Anyway, took it down to this 486.24, 486.24, just kind of bounced around a little bit. Didn't take any trades, didn't take it back to the upside. Could have. We got a nice signal. Did we get a signal here? Yeah, maybe. Not necessarily, but we did here. I mean, we breached this level, this 486.56. 56 was a level from yesterday, obviously, and it proved to be another strong level today. So you could have taken this up to the upside again and closed that trade at about 487.08. Now, back to the downside, another really, really nice downside trade. Hit my target again, in and out of that trade in just a matter of moments. So we had that cross to the downside at that level. So know your risk. This is your exposure right here. So at this point, I've got 487.08. Entered the trade at about, what do I have? 20 cents worth of risk, 22 cents worth of risk. That's not much, folks. 22 cents worth of risk. If this trade goes against you and breaches this level right here, you have to take yourself out of the trade. But again, double cross to the downside with known risk right above me. I mean, that's it. That's where I close out the trade. So again, got this target down here. Very, very nice back to the downside. Now, moved back up, got to that same level, that 486.56. Another beautiful. I didn't take this trade. Would have been arguably the best trade of the day, maybe the second best trade. This was a good one. This would have been a really, really good one because it was a quicker play. Those quicker plays, because we are dealing with theta, which is the time decay of money. So when you're dealing with theta, it's the faster the play, the better. 100% of the time, particularly late in the day. When you're talking about late in the day plays, it's always better to take the quicker plays. But anyway, nice takeout of this pre-market low. We got that pre-market low right down in there. So that 485.41, we took it out, and the rest is history. From there, folks. Essentially, all we did was we hit levels, level here. We just started making higher highs, higher lows, just kind of bounced around. Really, really nice plays to the upside. The POC. Now, here's the kind of the crazy thing. So the POC, the point of control, that's the point at which, and it's high right now. It's way up here. But earlier in the day, it was right around here. I think the big one was 486.40. So 486.40. When you are above the POC, it acts as really good support. So when you have your POC right there, 486.40, you know that is your margin of safety right in there. So you breach this 486.56 back to the upside, guess what? It's going up, folks. It's just going up. Now, I was in group earlier, and the POC was right around here. It was somewhere close. It was within about 10 or 15 cents of VWAP. So, my bias essentially said, you know what, when the POC and the VWAP are close together, particularly late in the day, we really don't have good plays. But again, that's my bias. That was my failing. We hit that VWAP. we ran up, and then we used that as support the rest of the day. So there were some other good plays late in the day. Now, unless you can catch really, really quick plays late in the day, it's very, 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 very difficult to outpace data. In other words, you have to be in the money. If you're taking out of the money plays, you're probably going to lose money even when your underlying is going in your direction. So at any rate, took out the pre-market high again, right around close, a couple minutes before close. Folks that were in this trade in here, again, good strong signal right in here to get in the trade. Folks that were in that trade right there did very, 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 again, I wasn't in it, did very, 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 very well in the trade. Now, you're thinking, okay, so you took out this 30-minute demand zone up here. Do you want to put on a play? Well, you can, but I consider that chasing the trade. You're absolutely chasing the trade. In most cases, it's already played out. Wait for the pullback, folks. Wait for the pullback, maybe back to VWAP. So you catch a VWAP play and take it back up. But always have that risk defined. Where's your risk if you put on a trade here late in the day? Your risk is right down here. But again, it's probably already played out at that point. 350 candle. What did the 350 candle do today? There it is right there. It ran up and then it pulled right back to that level. So right back to that 487.08 level. And again, you can remember that level from yesterday, a super, super strong level that it did very well. Yesterday, we did very well on the plays off of that level right there, as we did off of this level, this 486.56, but it ran up into close again. So it did it. So that's how we traded SPY today, folks. You can look at, if you're using the 920 in combination with your 30-minute demand zones, 30-minute supply zones, you can use those as targets and then use your 9 as resistance on the way down to your targets and your 9 as support on your way up to your targets. And then again, your 20 is kind of that last line of defense. But anyway, that's how we traded SPY today. It was a good day for the group overall. People did very, very well, had some really, really, really nice wins. Now, I want to say something about this, about predefining your risk. When you predefine your risk, in other words, you know exactly where you're going to stop out of the trade before you put it on. You have to honor those stops 100%. Now, the only way you can grow your account, which is what we are trying to do, the only way you can grow your account is to, number one, protect your account. And that means you must predefine that risk before you ever put on the play. We don't want to let it blow past our stops. And we never, ever want to add to a losing positions in 0-day options. We don't want to do that, folks. I average down because I think it's going to do this or whatever. No, you don't want to do that. That's a cardinal sin of 0-day options trading. You don't want to do that. So, folks, predefine your risk. Protect that capital. You can always get back into a trade, but do not average down. But anyway, hey, thanks for spending your time, a little bit of time with us this afternoon. Now, if you like our videos, please consider giving us a like. Subscribe to our channel. That would be great. Comment and share with your friends. Now, if you're interested in live daily trading, bell to bell, every single day, head on over to Trading Decoded Discord. The link is below. We're going to give you that first week for free. Now, as an added benefit to all of our members, if you would like a 30-minute one-on-one, you know what? We're going to do that at no additional cost. We do that for every single one of our members. So if you are struggling, if you are new, check us out. Head on over. You're going to get me live on the phone, and we can do that one-on-one 30 minutes. We're going to talk about where you are as a trader, what you're struggling with, what you're doing well with, all of those things. Everything is wide open. But again, thanks for spending your time with us today. I hope everybody has a great day. Above all else, I hope everybody followed their trading plan today. And like always, we will see you in the markets.